Hey guys, this is Billy Davison with Davison Pressure Washing and Painting coming out of Hammond, Louisiana. Tonight we're doing a roadway. Well, we've been working on it for 3 nights now. This roadway is a concrete roadway that leads to a facility, and we wheeled it off with a measuring wheel. It was right at 2,600 feet long. Some spots were really wide, right at 90 feet wide. Then it kind of bottlenecked down to about 45 feet wide. Some of the problems that we were incurring is with it being the roadway being that far away, obviously we getting out of the range of any type of water faucet to constantly feed the tank. So we've been working on 500 and 600 feet of hose. Tonight we got I think 600 feet on it tonight. We got 6 links on it. The power washing trail is way back over in that area. So, that obviously slows you down. I sure wish we'd have had a larger tank, only running at 275 gallons, filling it up to the max. And then we're running 1 power washer with the surface cleaner running, 8-9 gallons a minute. Really don't last that long. Then we had to make a trip back, way back over to that corner to try to refill it off of a faucet that was put out the most volume out of all of them, which still takes time. And then you got to make another lap way back 2,600 feet down, back and forth. So that roadway has taken 3 nights, and we still got several more nights on this parking lot here. In total, I think I got probably somewhere around 260,000 square feet of concrete to do. Obviously, a very large commercial job, and that brings me to my point. A lot of these guys out here struggling to get these little houses to power wash, and trying to get several of them in a day to try to make a day out of it. And that works. That's fine. That'll keep a little food on the table. But for the most part, if you could get some of these larger commercial jobs and then let the houses fill in the dead spots. Right now, well, for the last several years, about 95% of our work has been commercial or government work. Obviously, there are some ways that you got to go about to achieve landing those type of jobs. It takes a little time to figure it out, but once you figure out how to do it, you really don't want to fool with the houses, $300, $400, $500 house, and then try to pack up and roll over to the next house and try to get 2 or 3 of them a day in, try to scheduling and people canceling. Y'all have all seen it. It could be a mess. And then you get the rainy days where they don't want you out there adding more water to their lawn. You know the whole routine, how it goes. And if you get lucky, a good day, you get 3 houses in, and let's say they $450, $500 each. You got a couple guys working with you. By the time you buy your SH, your soaps, you pay your guys lunch, gas, little knick-knack things, and then your profit gets whittled down. You're still doing okay. But doing the commercial work and the government work, obviously, most of the time it's done at night and after closing hours. And the weather is much less of an issue. You're really not working around people's manicured lawns. And the way homeowners are, and I get it that they very particular about their home, something that they worked for probably most of their life, paying 30, 40 years on. So they extremely picky, and for good reason. I am too. But when you dealing with large commercial jobs or either governmental jobs, you're usually dealing with someone that's on payroll there, and they don't quite have the particulars that a homeowner would have. Sometimes you can, still do a great job, but you don't have to wipe off wind chimes and move dog bowls and doormats and stuff. So, it's a little bit less stressful dealing with commercial and government jobs. Obviously, you still always got to do a great job, to keep up the quality. But it's just not, to me, commercial is so much easier. You go in, do your thing, no one's there, usually, maybe a security guard at best, and you're not moving from one location to the next constantly all day long. Trust me, I've done it all. I've done the gas stations, the fast food restaurants, the houses, thousands and thousands and thousands of houses, And once I figured out how to land these large commercial jobs and the government jobs, it really changed your financial life. There's no other way of putting it. I mean, it just changed your life totally. Your finances and change your outlook on life. You're not struggling as much. You're not stressed out, constantly making phone calls, trying to get that customer lined up. Dealing with residential. And over the years, like I said, I've done so many thousands of homes, and then before it was 90% residential and 10% commercial. Now that's in reverse, and I'm really grateful for it. It did take a lot of learning how to land these jobs, and especially when you get into the government jobs, whether it's federal or state. You can really make, instead of making a few $100s a day, you can tenfold that each day. And to me, it's much less stressful, working on the large projects. Although you got to go in and plan. A lot of times your guys that's working with you, they're going to just do what you want done, what you tell them to do. So you're going to be the one that's going to have to plan, communicate with facility maintenance, and see if there's things that need to be moved around, or gates that need to be opened, lights that need to be left on. Like on this facility, we had to get with one of the facility maintenance guys and make sure that he leaves these lights on. We noticed they were going out at around 1 a.m. And man, when they go out, you really can't see your hand in front of your face. It's just extremely dark. So, there's a little more that goes into the commercial or government work, but in my opinion, it's definitely life-changing. For me to be able to go into how you get these type of jobs, and it would just probably be really hard to explain on a video. But if any of y'all are interested in some of the things I've learned over the years, some of the mistakes I've made, some of the successes, and now I've got quite good at just getting hospitals, government jobs, state, commercial, and to me it's just a no-brainer, just to try to break into this type of market. But if any of y'all want some heads up on it, some advice, maybe some techniques, just give me a call, reach out to me. I'd be more than glad to help you. Leave a voicemail or something, and I'll try to get back with you within a day or two. My number is 985-345-0778. And like I said, if I can help in any way, I definitely would. Talk to y'all later.